Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate is in my opinion the best fighting game on the Xbox 360. Please note I said Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate and not Dead or Alive 5. On the surface, Ultimate just looks like DOA 5 with some extra costumes and characters, but it also has slightly different mechanics than DOA 5. Where to start my review of this awesome fighter? Maybe with the on-screen info. While it can be a little glitchy at times, on your bottom left corner of the screen, all of your combos will be displayed, and it's supposed to change based off your moves. Like, let's say you do 2 punches. The combo display will then swap to whatever move starts with 2 punches, showing possible combos, like adding another punch and then a kick, or adding 2 more punches, although it sometimes just doesn't work. But when it works like it's supposed to, I found this great and very convenient for when I was new and just trying to get a feel for the game, and I think it's great for new characters. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in another fighting series. I mean, sure, Injustice 2 would let you pin up to 10 combos, I think, on screen, but that's a limited amount, versus DOA showing you everything your character has to offer. It's not like in other fighters I've played where I have to keep pausing and going back to the moves list over and over again, because it's just chilling out on screen. Now, for my only real negative I have with this game, the story is rather weak and honestly just feels super tossed together. I'm not kidding when I say sometimes the story is just 2 people meeting and saying, "Hey you, let's fight." So yeah, the story was kind of a back burner thing. But the Dead or Alive universe does take place in the Ninja Gaiden universe for anybody wondering. Graphically, this game does look great and is one of the best looking fighting games on the console. Not the best looking, I'd maybe give that to Tekken Tag 2, but DOA 5 is still up there, and all the sound effects are great, with a decent soundtrack. As a fighting game, it has all the modes you'd expect: an arcade mode, a versus mode, a practice mode, tutorials, etc. One thing I like about the DOA tag matches versus a lot of other games and some fighting games, if you KO just one opponent, the match is over. But in DOA, you have to KO both. And I really love tag matches on this game. Admittedly, I'm not great at DOA, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying it. This game has a pretty fair-sized character roster, with Hayabusa and Tina being my 2 favorites, and maybe Helena is a 3rd favorite character, and there are a lot of costumes to choose from, with Ultimate coming with several DLC packs. Sadly, the multiplayer servers are empty last I checked, but I did have a lot of fun playing this game with my lovely wife, who is here today with me. Forgive her for not having perfect English, it's her 2nd language. Overall, did you enjoy playing this game?
No.
No, why not?
It's not kind of games I like.
Okay, well, do you have a favorite character?
I don't know if I remember right. Momiji?
Momoji? Yeah, you played as Momoji a lot, and you also you played as Helena a couple times. Do you like Helena?
Maybe.
Okay, well, do you have a least favorite character?
Tina.
Tina? Tina's one of my favorites. Why do you not like Tina?
Cause I lost. You always win when you play with Tina.
You don't like Tina because she's too good and you can't beat her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Do you have a favorite part of this game? Was there something you really liked?
Button smasher.
Button mashing.
Mashing.
Okay. Alright, well, is there anything you want to add to this video?
No.
No, that's all. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Alright, you've heard it from her. Thanks for joining me, sweetie. Now, I mentioned earlier that DOA 5 and DOA 5 Ultimate have different mechanics. I find DOA 5 to be a lot harder for starters. The third highest difficulty AI on DOA 5 will kick my butt 6 different ways to Sunday, but I can easily hold my own on the fifth or medium AI difficulty on Ultimate. Why is this a thing? I'm not really sure. I think Ultimate is a port of Last Round, the next-gen version of DOA 5, but I could be mistaken. I mean, it has its own set of achievements under DOA 5 Last Round, despite having the name DOA 5 Ultimate. It gets a little confusing. Also, I noticed that the costume unlock cheat code doesn't work on DOA 5, and Hayabusa doesn't have one of his spin kick moves on DOA 5, but it's on Ultimate. So, yeah, they are different games, similar but different. In conclusion, what exactly makes DOA 5 Ultimate my favorite fighting game on the Xbox 360? I think it's the simplicity, above all else. It's not like Tekken where a character has 75 different moves you should learn, and there aren't really any powers or special moves like on Fighter Z or Injustice. While I do like powers and special moves, it's nice to see a game without them, and most of the characters have similar movesets. Different enough to where it's just not a bunch of clones, but similar enough that it's easy to get a feel for a new character without too much practice. Overall, I give DOA 5 Ultimate a 9.5 out of 10 from my grade scale. I would like to note that sadly this game can no longer actually be played on the 360 as you have to download free DLCs to play it. Not updates, free DLCs. And since the 360 store closed, well, it's impossible to get said DLCs, but you should still be able to play this game on PS3, I guess, or just play Last Round on Xbox One. Some other fighting games I would suggest would be Girl Fight, which I saw one person describe as budget Dead or Alive, or maybe my favorite fighting game, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, although it's a much different game from DOA with not many similarities. Well, that is all from me for today, everyone. Hope someone enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching. For any newcomers to my channel, I largely discuss, play, and review zombie and horror games with sometimes other topics like today. Feel free to check out some of my other videos if that maybe sounds interesting. Always remember that God loves you all very much. Hope everyone has a blessed day, and thanks again to my wifey for joining me. Peace.